everybody, I'm back with my 16 week update. There's a lot of cool things in this video that I'm going to talk to you guys about and show you guys, so let's just get started. So this week, so that I'm kind of on track, I wrote down some of the symptoms I've been having, so we'll start with those. I've noticed that whenever I'm going to hit my new week, I was just 15 weeks over a week ago. I'm 16 weeks, 4 days now. When I was just about to hit 16 weeks, and when I was 16 weeks, I started feeling like some light cramping, some stretching in my pelvic area. And I spoke to my OBGYN about it, and she said it's just from the uterus stretching. And it does stretch every week, so to accommodate the growing fetus, so that is what that is. It's nothing too bad, but it's just kind of more uncomfortable than anything else. Also, I have been having, this is going to sound weird, but pain in my butt. Like, not in my butt, but pain, like, in my right butt bone. Like, it's the bone. It's not, like, anything weird. Also, like, in my tailbone. There was one night during my 15 weeks when it just felt like I had squatted with a car on my back or something, and it was the next day and it was sore. It was horrible. It was hard to walk, but that only lasted like a day or two. So I don't know really what that was all about. I've heard that it could be something called pelvic girdle pain or griddle pain or something like that. It's called PGP. That was an interesting symptom. And I've still been getting nausea. Again, it's getting better than it has ever been before, but I still do have those days where I'll get a little nauseous, and I'll have days where I'm like super nauseous. So there's that. Also, a symptom that I'm feeling right now is I have my fan on up there and I have the window open. It's no more than 65 degrees right now outside. And I feel extremely hot. Like, I feel like my skin is going to start to sweat. I don't know why, but I've been feeling like that the past few days. During my whole 15 weeks of pregnancy, I did not take a nap at all. I did not take one nap. I haven't been taking a nap lately, which in the beginning I was like napping all the time. I was sleeping like almost all day. Although I do sleep in pretty late. I'll wake up at like anywhere between 9 to 12 o'clock. Sometimes my latest would be like 1 p.m., but I haven't slept in that late lately. Also, I've noticed in my 15 weeks, I haven't felt it lately, but my heart all of a sudden will start beating like really weird. I never notice my heartbeat. It's just something that I don't pay attention to, but all of a sudden it'll start like skipping beats, and it feels like my nerves are just like moving around, kind of like when like your finger twitches or something in your body twitches. It kind of feels like that. And my doctor said that it was just due to all the extra blood volume in my body that my heart has to pump. It has to work extra hard, so sometimes it can get overwhelmed and it's nothing to worry about, so that's good. Also, I have been urinating a lot, going to the bathroom a lot. Sometimes I will go to the bathroom, leave, and then immediately after I have to go back and let some more out. I don't know where the heck it comes from, but it's just so much. It's just really annoying, if anything. And then also, if I stand for even short periods of time, depending on how long I'm standing, I will get back pain like no other. This past weekend, it's Monday today, but this whole weekend, my boyfriend and I painted the house. We painted the living room, the hallway, and the kitchen. And it took a long time. It took the whole weekend. It took from Friday early in the morning at like 8 all the way to Saturday night at like 2 o'clock in the morning. We were done. And it just took forever. And of course, we had the house was well ventilated, and the paint that we got was non-toxic and it was odorless, so there was no problem there. Even when I was sitting down and I was painting, it was just like my back was crazy. I had to take a lot of breaks, lay down on the couch. Thankfully for me, he's very understanding, and he was like, go take a break. But I just have to take breaks a lot. Even if I'm cleaning or whatever, I just get like really bad back pain, and I'm only 16 weeks, 4 days now. I can't imagine what it's going to be like when I'm humongous. Oh, and also I have been feeling kicks. I've been feeling my baby kick, and it's just amazing. It happens at least once or twice a day, mostly more. It's nothing extravagant or anything like that, but it is definitely strong enough to where I know it's kicks. It's not the tapping sensation like I had talked about in my last video. It is stronger than that. It's like an actual little kick. and it's amazing. I love it, and I can't wait for it to get stronger and stronger. So when I turned 16 weeks one day, I went in to go get an ultrasound, which was just to check my cervix, since I have something which is called a bicornuate uterus. And so it means instead of my uterus being like balloon shaped, I don't know how to do balloon shape, but instead of it being just balloon shaped, it has a little divot, which makes it look heart shaped. So that puts me at risk for preterm labor and having a breech baby. And so now that I hit 16 weeks, the doctor wanted me to come in, get an ultrasound, and measure how long my cervix was, just to make sure it wasn't thinning out, it wasn't getting shorter in preparation for labor. Everything turned out really well. The cervix was as long as it's supposed to be, and so we're good on that for now. But I also requested to look at the baby, even though that ultrasound wasn't for the baby. It was just to check the cervix. But, you know, I was like, can I please see the baby? And if you can look at the private parts to see if we can kind of take a guess at what the baby is. And thankfully I got a very nice ultrasound tech, and she agreed. She gave me all these pictures, which some of them at the top is kind of hard to tell what it is. They're kind of blurry, but I got one good picture of the baby right here. My little skeleton baby right there. See a little skeleton and all that. I did get it's called a potty shot picture, and it's just a picture of the private area. As soon as she went to the private parts, I was looking on the ultrasound screen, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a boy. It's a boy! And then she's like, it looks like a boy. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And to be honest, I was a little disappointed, but I mean, overall, of course, I want a healthy baby, and I've been through 2 losses already. I've spoken to my doctor about it, and she said that it's very common. Even women that wouldn't really say that they have a preference, kind of do have a preference in their head. It's nothing against like either gender. It's just something that I've always imagined myself having a girl. It's more common for a woman to want a girl and a man to want a boy. So, you know, it's just preference. I have a app called Baby Bump, and it's like a whole community of pregnant women or women trying to conceive, and or women who already have their kids. And I posted the picture of the potty shot to ask what they thought, because it's sticking out a little bit. Let me just show you guys right here. So this is the legs right here, and this is what made me think it's a boy, because it's sticking out. But if you can see, it's kind of hard to see. I'm sure this is probably not focusing, but there's 3 lines. So there's 3 lines, and so 3 lines indicates a girl, and when it's sticking out and there's a scrotum, it's a boy. But in this picture, the scrotum is missing, and it has 3 lines. So, you know, the tech said that she wasn't sure. She didn't say that she thought it was a girl. She said, you know, oh, it looks like a boy. But she said, to be sure, we will confirm my anatomy scan. So, but once I posted this on my app, some girls were like, oh, that's 100% boy. That's undeniably a boy. How can that even be a question? But I think that they were thinking it's a boy mostly because it's sticking out. But there was a lot of women, actually. One woman said, I have 2 girls. That is definitely a girl. Swollen girl parts. One lady told me that at her 17-week appointment, she got a potty shot picture. They told her it was a boy. And at her anatomy scan, they had confirmed that it was a girl, and it was just swollen girl parts. And I got this done again when I was 16 weeks, and supposedly it's very common for the genitalia to be swollen at that point. So, so at this point, it can really go either way, and I'm just really nervous and really excited to find out. And so I guess we'll be finding out on February 27th now. I know I originally said the 20th, but it didn't end up working out. I have another appointment that day in a different city, so I had to move it a week later. And of course, as soon as I find out, I will let you guys know. When I was 15 weeks, I started looking up fetal Dopplers. I started doing research on them because of my history with my miscarriages, and one of them was a missed miscarriage. I wanted to have my own fetal Doppler so that I could check on the baby whenever I was worried or whenever I want to check on the baby. So I found one on eBay, and I'm so happy that I got it. And let me show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like, and it's FDA approved, so it's completely safe for the baby. And this is the back of the box. And I've used it about 3-4 times already since I got it, and I haven't had a problem finding the heartbeat at all. The first time I used it, it took less than a minute to find the baby's heartbeat. Except for last night, I listened to the baby's heartbeat before I go to bed. Lately, I think I'm going to do it when I wake up in the morning or sometime during the day, and then before I go to bed. It just helps me feel at ease and to know that baby's alive in there and that I'm actually pregnant and that everything's okay with my little one. And it also, I feel like it helps me bond with the baby, which I really love. So it comes in the package like this, and then it comes with, it tells you what you have in here and the user manual. And also what I love about this one is I don't need to buy batteries, and it has a charger right here for the rechargeable batteries, which is also a plus. And so it looks like this. And this lights up and it tells you how fast the baby's heartbeat is going. And then this is the probe, this is the frequency, which is safe for babies. Right here, I can connect this to speakers or a headphone, and I can also I can also record it on my phone through this. And then it came with this little packet of gel. It's supposed to be like a one-time use thing, which I could use as like, with the amount in here, I could use it probably like 2, maybe 3 times. But I'm just going to hold on to this, and I went to my local Dollar General store and I got aloe vera gel instead, which I spoke to my doctor about it, and she said that to not use oils or Vaseline or anything like that, and just to use aloe vera gel because the consistency is pretty much the same and it's not sticky or anything like that. So I've only been using this, haven't used any of the samples of this yet. And I will continue to use this. It's amazing, and it costs like $3. If you're going to get a Doppler, just grab some aloe vera gel and you're ready to go. Alright, so I have already tucked a towel into my pants. That way I don't get any of the aloe vera gel all over my clothes. So I'm just going to put it right here because this is usually where I find the baby. And then the baby always kicks around here. So baby's head and all that is like about right there. Here's the Doppler, and I like to spread this around first because when you're spreading it around with the Doppler on, it's quite loud. So I just like to spread it around in this area before I start. I'm just going to use this button to turn it on. Hopefully you can see the numbers right there, and it's going to be kind of loud, so brace yourself. So here we go. Okay. And then there's Zoe. What is that, Zoe? What's that noise? So, let's see if we can. May take a second. Gotta push deep in there. That sound isn't the baby, that is the noises going through the placenta and my blood vessels. So that's not the baby. It'll sound kind of like a galloping type sound, and it'll be really fast. So usually I don't have a problem finding the baby. And if you can hear that, I'm not moving the Doppler. But if you can hear those noises, that's the baby thrashing around in there. As you can see, I'm not moving the Doppler at all. But that's the baby moving around in the amniotic fluid, and it is bouncing off and reading through the Doppler. So that's also pretty cool. I can feel, or I can hear the baby moving around. Oh, there we go. There we go, we found the baby. baby's trying to get away. There we go. Ooh. So there we go. We found baby's heartbeat. So you can always tell the baby's heartbeat from the other sounds because this is how it should sound. It should sound fast-paced like this. I think the baby's trying to get away from it because I'm pressing down pretty hard. Of course, it's not going to hurt the baby. But the baby can tell when there's a Doppler on there. My doctor said the baby could tell, so sometimes it may be hard to find the heartbeat, or you'll find it and then the baby will try to swim away. So that's pretty much what's going on. And why it's been kind of difficult for me to find the heartbeat this time. But again, there it is. It's in the 140s, fluctuating up and down just a little, which is normal. So there we go. There's baby's heartbeat. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to my baby's awesome heartbeat. It is just music to my ears. I would listen to it all day if I could. Also, I'm going to show you the belly shot, of course. I'm in my 16th week. That is why, if you've noticed in my past vlog, I was wearing this black shirt, which I'm wearing it for the purpose of the belly shot so that you can see everything. So yeah, let me just show you my belly. I do have my pajamas up here. I feel like it helps with support, but that is what it looks like right there. As soon as I hit 16 weeks, I noticed that I pretty much popped. So I feel like humongous right now for 16 weeks, but also my uterus is growing larger than it's supposed to. At my 15-week appointment, the doctor measured my belly from my pubic bone to my belly button, and my uterus was 19 centimeters when it should have been 15. So your uterus should be the same as the week that you're in. So I'm 16 weeks now. It should be 16 centimeters, which it's probably more than that since last week it was 19. So it's probably 20 centimeters now. But that could be due to extra amniotic fluid, the way the baby's positioned, the way my body's built. It just could be a whole bunch of other it could be a whole bunch of reasons, so it's nothing to worry about. I could possibly just be having a bigger baby, but we'll find out. So I think that's it for this video. Again, leave a comment down below on what you think the baby is going to be, if it's going to be a boy or a girl. And don't leave your comment down below based on the heart rate, because there is studies that have been done that indicate that's completely false. It is a wives' tale whether the heart rate will indicates a boy or girl. So just based on this picture that I showed you guys, let me know if you think it's a boy or a girl. Again, there are 3 lines present and there's no scrotum, but it is sticking out pretty far. So again, it can go either way, and I will see you guys in next week's vlog. Bye!